Looking for a great value build that has lots of room to upgrade? I think this is the one. What's up guys, Andrew here on my channel Geared Inc., where I get to share what I'm passionate about with you, and on my channel that's PC Tech, Games, and Gear. We are finally getting around to doing the Ryzen 3 build for my wife. She's needed a new computer for a long time, and so we're finally putting it all together. Now this is not necessarily a budget build because there were a couple things I spent a little more money on, but that's because I wanted more out of what I could get right now, and the biggest thing is I wanted to be able to upgrade this. And so the AM4 chipset, which is what Ryzen currently is on, is supposed to last until 2020 through Zen 2 and Zen 3. So going this route allows me to upgrade the CPU if I want to, GPU, everything like that, which is why I went this route. So to start off with, we have the Ryzen 3 CPU. It's a 4-core, 4-thread. It's great for entry-level gaming and a little bit of editing. I did a whole review on it if you want to check that out on my channel. We have the Seasonic 620 bronze power supply, which is overkill for something like this, but again, I wanted to be able to overclock, potentially add more components in there, get a better GPU down the line, and so that's something that's important to understand as far as that allows me to do all that now and add that later with hopefully not having to add another PSU down the road. With RAM, we went with a 3000 kit from Corsair. RAM speed is extremely important with Ryzen, and it's a RAM hog, but unlike a real hog, the more you feed it, the faster it's going to be. So try to get the fastest RAM you can possibly afford. Corsair, I've tested it on all my Ryzen builds so far, and it's been great. We have a Seagate 1 terabyte hard drive over here, just a regular hard drive. An SSD would be a great upgrade, but for price to volume, right now more space is important to my wife than is the total speed of the hard drive, and so that's something we can add on later on. We also have the Prime 350 from Asus motherboard. This is a great motherboard for a couple different reasons. It's 4 DIMMs, so that way if I want to add more RAM, very easy to do. It's not just 2, but it is a micro ATX board, which is great. It also has 2 3.1 Gen ports and M.2 support if I want to go that route as well. And again, the whole theme of this build is upgradeability and value. This is a great value. And then to top everything off, we have our GTX 1050 Ti Asus graphics card. Just to match the white and black theme. That's another thing I wanted to do, was more of a theme build and care a little bit about that. And the 1050 Ti is a great just kind of entry-level gaming for 1080p. Now you're not going to be maxing out ultra at 60 FPS or higher on most of your titles, but at high settings on most games and less intense games, it's a really great entry-level GPU that allows me again to upgrade down the road. To top it all off, we are going to be building in the Cooler Master 3-point Lite case that I did a review on just recently. It is a smaller micro form factor case, but it's got tons of room, and so it should fit what we need to do very nicely. So guys, without further ado, let's put this build together. Alright guys, so the Ryzen 3 build is done. Couple quick things just to note. A few things just so you're aware, and doing this build on the motherboard, just something I totally forgot. That specific motherboard only has one CPU fan connector from the case, and so if you're going to be connecting multiple fans like I did in the front, I ended up having to use this molex connection in the back where it's got, you know, a splitter for the extra fans. Cords weren't even near long enough to reach the motherboard had there even been any connection headers anyway. Something else is that as far as with building this, the one thing I really didn't like is the hard drive placement. I got rid of the bays just because with as little airflow that already goes through the case, I didn't want to create more of a bottleneck for that, and so I took it out and mounted the hard drive directly to the bottom of the case with a little couple standoffs. And it works. I am going to get some type of vinyl or something to put over the top of it, so that way it looks a little more clean. I definitely don't like just the, you know, default sticker that it comes with. I think it looks actually kind of ugly. The rest of it looks fine. The motherboard has that pulsating yellowish light, which I'm not a big fan of either. I'm actually going to end up getting some LED fans overall. Just so you guys know, the side panel and the front panel are really dark with this case, and so if you're going to be planning on doing any kind of LED, make it sure it's really bright, because honestly with the side panel and front panel on, it really even dims the yellow light that's kind of given off, the yellow orangish light that's given off of the motherboard. Now, a couple quick things as well with this build. You know, sorry, I ran out of battery obviously when I was doing cord management, which I think is kind of boring, but I always like to include it because it's something that's very useful, I feel. And I was right in the middle of making this video and my wife went into labor. Yay, I'm a dad, I'm so excited, but it's been a crazy week. That's why I wasn't able to get this video out. That's why I'm wearing a hat. I mean, you guys can't see it, but my office right now is like baby ground zero. There's just crap all over the place for our new baby. So I'm super excited. I am going to continue releasing videos. Obviously, those are going to go out regularly. I'll find it, you know, you'll find a way. I'll find a way. You won't find a way, but you maybe if you continue watching. Anyway, as you can tell, not the most coherent right now. Running on about 3 hours of sleep. I'm super happy. I couldn't be happier, and I'm so glad that I still get to share my passion like this with you. So there it is, the Ryzen 3 value build. I think, you know, minus those things I mentioned about, it came out great. I overclocked it already. Just so you guys know, temps at about 3.8 gigahertz at 1.34 volts. Running right around actually about 50-60 on the stealth cooler. I appreciate all of your guys' continued support, my current subscribers and the future subscribers. And on that note, we're gonna end the video. So guys, get subscribed, leave a comment. I'm gonna keep making these videos, baby or not. I'm gonna be up at 4 AM anyway now, so might as well keep making these. And we hope to see you next time here on Geared Inc.